So what happened is I taught for a really long time, and I taught in a number of different school systems. As a matter of fact, I taught in the smallest school system in Rhode Island, out on Block Island. I was there for 4 years teaching music, kindergarten through 12th grade. And then I actually taught in the smallest school system in Massachusetts as well. I took the boat out a couple times a month to Cuttyhunk and taught two students, a brother and sister. I've taught in the second smallest district in Little Compton, Rhode Island. And I was on the school committee in the third smallest district in Jamestown, Rhode Island. Since I retired from full-time teaching a few years back, I've taught in a number of different systems as a permanent sub or as a part of the faculty, part of the staff. I've taught in East Greenwich, I've taught in Foster, I've taught in, Coventry, I've taught in Westerly, all in Rhode Island, in Cuttyhunk. I taught at the Meadowbrook Waldorf School. After there was a terrible fire there, I was at South Road School. But one thing that's been constant through all of this is kids. I've taught kindergarten, I've taught all the way up to 12th grade, I've taught adults, I have taught everywhere in between. Kindergartners are usually the most exciting to work with because, well, you never know. 8th graders are usually the biggest pains, for whatever reason, couldn't tell you. I mean, for example, kid in the 8th grade was just a total pain. And 9th grade, he showed up at some kind of event after school, and he was even worse. I mean, he was disrespectful, he was a smart guy and all that. Next year he shows up, he's in the 10th grade, and he sought me out and he said, "Mr. Whitehouse, I want to apologize." And I said, "Why is that?" And he said, "Well, I was being a real jerk when I saw you last time, and before that I was in the 8th grade, I was really, like a bad kid." And I said, "Listen up, you're right on track. You're all set. You're in the 10th grade now, you have found out, becoming a young man, and you're taking care of business. Good for you, nicely done." Stories like that. I had lots of stories like that. I want to kind of share them in this venue, and so through maybe every week or so we'll come up with something, because you never know is my motto. But sometimes when you wake up in the morning you have no idea what's going to happen that day. A story that happened a long time ago, and if this young man is still around, he was in the 6th grade at the time, maybe 7th, and he'd probably be approaching 40 by now if he was still around, and I would hope he is. But this was a long time ago, and he was coming into my class. My class used to be in a basement, and you had to come down about 5 steps from another staircase that came out of the gymnasium. And this was a basement, and of course that's where we put the music department, so in the basement. So he came down the stairs, he made it to the bottom stair. I said, "Good morning." He looked at me and he threw up. He threw up all over the floor. Half of the class was already in the room. Half the class was behind him, so I had all these 6th graders with this kid in the middle. So I said, "Okay, you kids go out that emergency door over there, and these kids go back up into the gym, and we'll take care of this kid." And he was looking really peaked. So I kind of got him under the arm. We got him up into the gymnasium, and all the kids are coming in, and they're sitting down. Well, the gym teacher was a friend of mine. He was a great guy. And he talked like this. He was very loud. And as we're walking by, I'm getting this kid to the bathroom, so if he needs to go, let it rip again, he can. And my colleague looks out and goes, "What's wrong with you, you knucklehead?" And the boy turned around and threw up on his shoes. "Oh!" I said, "Yeah, you can't make that up." I said, "He's not feeling well. We're going to the restroom now." So I got him into the bathroom. He was able to hug the porcelain god. We got the nurse involved. We got the janitor involved. And of course, when the janitor hears that call, they know what's going on. And they bring their material. When I woke up that morning, I had no idea I was going to have to deal with that. Later on in the day, I sought him out. Turns out that he decided he wanted to start a physical education regimen, and he began by doing 100 sit-ups before he came to school. I don't know what he had for breakfast, but it was all over the gym floor.